to one and all. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful morning and we are sure it's going to be a very high intensity game. It's a hard pitch. Batsmen would have to be wary of the extra bounce on offer here. However, once they settle down, the ball should come nicely onto the bat. Captain wins the toss and is elected to bat first. These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Openers walking in and the crowd cheering in anticipation. There must be some nerves as the batsman is set to face his first ball. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Good shot for a single. Looks like he couldn't judge the pace of the ball. He's lost this one completely. You need to try and make them work really hard for each run. This kind of a fielding effort is really not going to help them. Fantastic batting, that great execution. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Beautiful shot by the batsman. That's 4 more. Plenty happening out there. Fielding captain needs to calm his bowlers down before the umpire interferes. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Oh, that's found the edge of the bat. Good delivery. In the air, turned away for a single. Nice throw straight to the top of the stumps. Missing his line there, wide signal. Captain will be more happy with his bowlers conceding only singles at this stage. Cracking delivery, almost unplayable. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Couldn't time that well as you would have liked. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. Batsman losing his concentration there. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. Batsman losing his concentration there. Good shot for a single. That's a quick throw, right on top of the stumps. Turned away for a single. Wow, that was a really wide throw. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Good shot for a single. Oh, he's thrown it wide. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. That's gone high. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. But it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. It'll be interesting to see what pace he'll bowl at. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Now that looks handsome. It certainly is a huge six. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. Slim pickings at the moment. The batsmen need to up the gear a bit. Up in the air. Well bowled. That's a jaffa. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Bowler is fired up, looks good to get another scalp. Well, that's a massive six, made a cracking sound of the bat. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Not a great ball, and that has been hammered. Terrific shot. Magnificent striking from the batsman. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. That was a stunning shot. Spinner back. I think that's a good move. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident when there's space on the ball. Oh, he's clubbed that for a six. That's a great hit. That was a brilliant shot. Perfectly executed. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. But that's a good shot from the batsman. Wasn't the best ball though. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Loose shot and the fielder pulls off a beauty. Batsman takes the long walk back to the pavilion. The bowler's got his tail up. Terrific bowling that. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. He's not going to miss out on those. That's high in the air. Good shot for a single. Good line appeal. Slight mix-up, but I think he's back in. But the umpire says not out. Last ball coming up. He didn't get any timing on that one. End of the first inning won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Pace bowler into the attack. The bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Oh, that's a dream start for the fielding team. What a delivery. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. That was a fantastic piece of bowling. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Good shot for a single. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. In the air. High on the bat, and it's a good wicket for the bowler. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. A long walk back to the pavilion, doesn't look happy at all. Yeah, looked like he was a bit early into that shot. Impressed by the field sets by the captain is making the batsman play false shots. That's high in the air. Got him, that's a stunner, out for a duck. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. A long walk back to the pavilion, doesn't look happy at all. An inch here or there, and that would have sailed over for a maximum. Superb effort. Good shot for a single. Couldn't time that well as you would have liked. That's a quick throw, right on top of the stumps. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Turned away for a single. Oh, he's thrown it wide. And deposited out of the park for his six. That's a clean strike. Very good running between the wickets. Came around quickly to cover the throw. Spinner brought into the attack. Captain's got a sweeper cover for extra protection. Good shot for a single. Shot, lovely shot right from the middle of the bat. The bowler has overstepped, no ball. Batsman all set to cash in on this free hit. Turned away for a single. No one at fine leg. Bowler needs to stay away from the pads. That's gone high. Very good running between the wickets.
That's the only thing he can do, boy.
He's very lucky to get away with that one. That's skillful bowling. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Bullseye. What a throw. Flat and fast. The fitness level of the players today is something else. Wonderful to see them run like that. Oh, that's worth a shot. Beautifully bowled, and the batsman has to go. Goes upstairs. Batsman in a spot of bother there.
We're checking for a no ball. Fair delivery, no problem. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Wickets hitting.
That's confirmed by the umpires. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. It'll be interesting to see what pace he'll bowl at. That was fantastic piece of bowling. Beautiful placement. He knows exactly where the fielders are. They need more boundaries now to make up for their slow start. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Good shot for a single.
Only talking.
Up in the air. Got him. That's a stunner. Out for a duck. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. It's very important as a bowler to make the batsman play. Turned away for a single. Good backing up by the fielder. Shows how involved he is in the game. Oh, that's beautifully done by the batsman. Exquisite timing. Pace bowler into the attack from the other end. He's not going to miss out on those. Good shot for a single. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Turned away for a single. Directed. As a batsman, one should never take on his arm. Ah, that's a beautiful shot. And in the gap too. Magnificent striking from the batsman. Shot, lovely shot right from the middle of the bat. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Last ball coming up. Very good running between the wickets. Oh, he's thrown it wide. They put a good all-round performance today. Bowled well to defend their total. They've